Alright, this is what I'm calling the karaoke nook. This is a decorative little area in the TV room. It's where I can keep the karaoke stuff at all times, which is really handy, and some of our other cute decorations. It's also where I keep the good beer. So this is part of our entertainment / TV room, and I'll show you all of this later, but first I'll show you how I put this nook together. So like all the other rooms, this started off as a nice blank canvas, and in this corner, no one was quite sure what to do, but I knew I wanted something really special here that was a nice pop of color and decoration. I started off by painting the back wall black with the paint roller, and then way back when I was getting all of the lumber for all the different shelves in the rooms that you can see in the other videos, I picked up the lumber for this one, and when I cut them all down, I was sure to label which ones were for this room. I sanded down the rough edges. So if you remember in one of my previous videos, you saw this really cool tool, which is a guide for making pocket holes that lets you drill a hole at this very specific angle. That way you can drill the screws right into the wall and hold up these boards without being seen. So it clamps on here and you drill your holes and then you're good to go. I used my favorite stain to match everything else in the house, and then you just screw these right directly into the wall, and this is what it looks like when you take a step back. You can't see the screws. I was making the bottom shelf right above the beer fridge a lot bigger though, so I used these side supports the same way I did in my office, so I just made these two kind of braces basically on the side, using this special drill bit that lets you sink the screw right into the wood, sitting flush. So with those two supports in place, I was able to put these 3 pieces of wood right across the top for sort of a bigger shelf. In the rest of the room, we really tried to recreate the same cozy space that we had in the Pasadena house, so this actually feels a lot like home. If you've seen my Instagram reels, you know how much I love this frame TV from Samsung and this easel that I found on Amazon. During the day when the TV's off, it really does just look like a piece of art here in the room. Moving here, I decided to get rid of my 5.1 surround sound because it was just way too many wires and cables. I went with just a nice pair of hi-fi speakers. These are Klipsch the 5s, and they are so good. I wanted a pair of matching cabinets to put the speakers on, but I was having trouble finding just the right one, so I customized my own version. You saw this on my Instagram, where I just did some updates to this lighter one. I had to cut out room for the cables to go out the back, and then I spray painted it matte black, and stained the legs. And I added these nice brass handles. So now the electronics are nice and hidden, and the remote control still works with this closed through the cane webbing. One issue I had was that the main cable that comes in for the internet and TV is all the way over on the other side of the room, so I used this right angle coaxial adapter, and then these cable covers to run the cable all the way along the bottom of the baseboards, up and over the entire room, and then back down the wall and over to where the main electronics are to keep it nice and hidden. I also ran one more cable cover from the main speaker over to the second speaker. This way everything's nice and hidden, you don't even think about the cables. Alright, so over on this side, we've got this vintage periodic table that I made a frame for. Below it is this great leather bench from a company called Polly & Bark, which you can buy on Amazon. And by the way, I discovered that Amazon has this feature for some of its furniture where you can do an augmented reality right through your phone. It places the item into your room virtually so you can see what it looks like before you buy it. I couldn't believe how well this worked. So I used my nail gun to attach this to the wall, and then I made this frame out of just some pieces of trim. All I had to do was cut them to size and then just add some stain and just attach those with the nail gun. That's a super cheap and easy way to make a frame because otherwise a frame for this would be insanely expensive. Alright, there we go, that's our TV room. Thanks for watching. In the next video, I'm going to take you into the backyard to show you the string lights that I put up and all the other cool cozy stuff that we put back there.